Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Central Valley Business here on Central Valley Talk. We're live around the world on the internet, centralvalleytalk.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. I cannot believe it is already time for the first ArtHop of 2016. And Diane Mendes from Studio 74 is here to tell us what she has going just a few doors up from us here in the Tower District. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
2016, are you used to it yet?
I'm not. I'm really not.
I haven't had to write a check. Well, I hardly ever write checks anymore,
right.
So you do it all electronically.
That's our saving grace. I don't have to do that.
So I haven't written the wrong year yet, but what do you have planned this week?
I have a very diversified artist this month. Her name is Dorinda Montoya Searly.
That's a cool name.
It is a...
Dorinda
Montoya Searly.
Ooh, I like that.
And she's a very interesting, very diversified artist. She has an extreme background. She was in law enforcement for 16 years. She served in the military and was stationed overseas behind the Iron Curtain when there was the Iron Curtain in Prague, Czechoslovakia. And she is just an amazing, amazing person. And I think a lot of her art comes from that experience, being so heavy. You know, I mean, it's quite a background to have. And so she has some graffiti type art. Her show I've titled C'est Libéré, and I brought a picture. She uses that slogan, means to break free. Very symbolic of breaking free as a woman, breaking free as a nation, politically. I mean, you can read a lot into it. And but then she has a softer side where she has CDs that are very melodic with some kind of a good Gregorian chant meets Middle Eastern vibe.
What doesn't she do?
Well, she also writes books. She has a children's book for girls, letting them know that they can be anything they want to be. This is the picture of the cover, so that it's not just a fairy princess and whatever you can, ballerina, you can be an astrophysicist, you can be an astronaut.
Whatever you want to be.
Whatever you want to be. She has another short story book there, along with CDs. This is one of her paintings. The Beginnings is the name of this one.
Is it the beginning of the universe?
Could be.
Could be. It's whatever you want it to be, right?
Very heavily textured. And of course,
is it oil? Is it water paint?
Acrylic? I'm sure it's a lot of mixed medium because with the heavy texture, there has to be something underneath there.
Okay.
Very colorful, very textured, and very diversified. This is one of her more kind of a Jackson Pollock with a heart theme, and I've forgotten it's something with a heart. I'm sorry, I've forgotten the title.
That's all right.
On this one.
Folks can find out when they go to the event.
This one is Blue Cello, and she also has some music themes. But you can see they're heavily textured, very patterned, representational, but not a realism type. Kind of Jackson Pollock backgrounds to a lot of them with freeform shaping, colorful and very relaxed. And this piece is an acrylic painting, and what lies within, I believe, is the title of this. And from this, there are a series of 9 acrylics that she has taken from this that are displayed and available independently, which gives it a very ultra-modern feel, and because they're very reflective, I wasn't able to bring a picture of them, but it's well worth seeing because she has taken sections of this, details of this, and put it on acrylic, and it's just really, really interesting.
She sounds like a fascinating lady.
She really is, and her art is also. But
have you had shows with her before?
No, this is her first show with me.
Okay.
I believe maybe first or second show. This is one of her poems. She has them on plaques and printed on metal, and you can tell they're very intense. One is I think that was Don't Judge Me, and I've forgotten what the title of this one is. But they're pretty pieces as well as poetry, and some people may know her from the poetry jam that we have here in the Tower at. Locally, there's a poetry jam that occurs, and she participates.
I've always wanted to check out the poetry jam.
So, yeah, apparently it's very interesting and hopping, and Dorinda has participated in that in the past.
Okay. So she'll be there tomorrow night?
She will be there tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yes, she will. And
singing or?
No.
No?
No. She will be there probably.
I bet if you encouraged her, you could get her to sing.
We might, or to recite a poem.
To recite a poem, yeah.
But this is her time to showcase her art, and she'll be there to sign the book. So if anybody wants to pick up one of her books, she has one of short stories, and then the little girl's book about you can be anything you want to be. So if you want, makes a great after Christmas gift, but you could have it personalized and signed. And then she has her 2 CDs, and of course lots of paintings. It's a very well-rounded show. There's just a lot. She does candles too.
I give up. What doesn't she do?
How could I forget? I'm sure I will find out there'll be other aspects to her artistic career, but the candles are beautiful. I would hate to burn one myself because they're really beautiful, very colorful, and some are carved and some are scented, and very, very unique. And reasonably priced.
Reasonably priced.
Which we like.
We've had lots of rain this week. Is ArtHop, I'm sure, is going ahead, rain or shine, right?
Oh, yes.
Tomorrow night.
Last month we had lights go out on us, so
What?
we didn't let that stop us.
You needed some of her candles.
Well, fortunately I had plenty, and I had little voltives, and I have a couple lanterns, and of course the emergency lighting that comes on. So we handed people a voltive as they came in, and everyone has a cell phone with flashlight app now.
True.
So we didn't even let that stop us. But no, rain or shine, we will be there. The heat's on. It is indoors, so that shouldn't be a problem. Just walking to and from. And if you get cold, I have a knit shop there. So you can get a hat, a scarf, or something to cover up if it gets a little too cold. We aim to please.
You're covering your bases.
We are. And a little glass of wine, a piece of cheese, too.
All right. So ArtHop, tomorrow night, Thursday, always the first Thursday of the month.
Yes.
Numerous locations all over downtown Fresno, the Tower District, Central Fresno, Art Museum.
Correct.
And usually 5 to 8, right?
Yes. I'm open 5 to 9. Because I like to.
Because she likes to be different.
Well, a lot of people drive home on Van Ness, one-way street. They go by, so I might as well be open that extra hour, so they get one last stop in before they have to go home.
That's smart thinking.
Well,
That's good thinking.
Thank you.
Okay, Studio 74, it's on Van Ness, was it 1274?
Correct.
1274 Van Ness, just north of Olive.
Correct.
Studio 74, stop in, see Diane, see the artist. Her name one more time?
Dorinda Montoya Searly.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
Well, come in and meet her.
It's a nice name, yeah. All right, we'll be back with more on Central Valley Talk.